It's a case for new edition. I never heard these guys sing before. They're like a discount Jackson 5. That kind of suck. I'm
Sorry,
probably
but they
demonetized
actually
for
probably
saying
were
that.
bigger than Jackson 5.
Really?
Yes.
Bigger than the... Well, they weren't big in Canada, so...
Um,
they can't have been bigger than the Jackson 5 because
because
I never
only
heard
one
of
person out of the Jackson 5 had a hit record.
True. Well, no, his older brother had a hit record too, didn't he? Jerome?
Every single one of these guys in this picture had multiple hit records.
Oh, well, I honestly do not know them, and everything that I've listened from them is really discount Jackson 5, so I cannot say I enjoy New Edition. Sorry to anyone who's a New Edition fan out there. There might be quite a few if what you're saying, but no, they're discount Jackson 5 in my mind. But if they all of them had multiple good albums, I am very glad and happy to hear that. That is great for their career. You are breaking up very bad. I'd recommend you just log out and log back in. Just try that.
All right.
And what about this big tank man? He become to have a in living collapse jump scare 2026.
Whoa, you are also breaking up. Is it a problem on my end, maybe? Maybe is it a problem on my end?
Might be.
I've got 4 bars. I got 4 bars.
Might be a problem on my end. I've got good connection here as well. Crab wasn't breaking up, so he said that if he is clicking, he will be muting himself, which is reasonable. He's having mic issues, and it's a thing which happens to all of us.
Am I going full robot mode?
No,
not yet.
Perfect. You are fine.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
sorry.
So, New Edition. Well, we were talking about the band, but I don't think that's what the stream should be about. I mean, it could. I mean, we could probably do a full review of them, and you guys educate me on how great they were and everything. I honestly don't know.
Prof, did you ever hear the song by Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison?
Yes.
Okay, 3 of the members are Belle Biv DeVoe.
Oh, okay. So they moved
Bobby
around.
Brown.
Okay.
And Johnny Gill were the main members.
Yeah, the thing is, I also am absolutely disconnected from the U.S. R&B culture and everything. It's really not the kind of music I was following in my teens and in my younger days. I was always a rock, classical music, and heavy metal fan. Yes, that is my that is more my jam.
Okay.
We all have our thing.
Hip hop R&B since I was 8, so
yeah, there you go. You are more their target audience. Let's face it. I mean, there is so many things we could talk about in terms of music, even though that's not what we're here for. We have
How about now?
You are sounding great now.
Amazing.
We have a lot of news. A lot of news to talk about.
We got a lot of
today.
misinformation to talk about too, man.
Oh, well,
across multiple servers, man. The people are going nuts.
Well, I understand why people are going nuts. Let's face it. It is a new edition.
The people have the attention span of a goldfish. They don't remember. They don't remember what was said months ago in the streams, man.
Oh yeah, well, we discussed
nobody
quite a few
watched
different
the
things.
Streams.
I mean, we always have to think. I mean, it's Midnight's Edge that says it in a few of their videos and a few of their streams. Like anybody that watches your video, you have to repeat things every once in a while and every so often, because for a lot of people, it is their first video watching you. Right?
Oh yeah, and I get that. Owie, I understand that 100%. Believe you me.
Tanky,
So
I checked the stream for CGL's Tuesday Newsday. It had 705 views.
and this is their big day. I'm not going to get 705 views, guys. On streams, I'm usually not that big, and it's not like people will be flocking to the stream from places like X and things like that. Because, well, I have a feeling I'm shadow banned anyways because I'm too mean on X anyways.
Yeah.
I am not kind, let's face it. And yeah. And there's
you are
a lot
Professor
of
Hate.
there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of weird things being said in the various Battletech segments and segmented things. But there is.
Wait, can I say something?
Yes.
Can anybody remember last year at Adepticon how much misinformation there was because the writers were saying something and Ray was saying something totally different?
I do seem to recall that, but I do recall. I mean, we'll probably get into all of it, but yes, there was a lot of, well, this guy said this, and you're getting into arguments with people in the various servers and groups, going, oh yeah, well, this guy said this, and it's like, huh, that guy did say that, but my guy said this. What is going on at Catalyst HQ?
They probably don't even know.
Exactly.
But I mean, they seem to have a more cohesive structure here. And
you mean since Rib's gone?
That probably helped. But I mean, all the shills had their videos out yesterday. We took a day to wait to make a stream because I always stream on Wednesdays, but also because it is good to let this marinate a little bit. A lot of people have time to think. A lot of people have time to look at things, and we have the ability to maybe look into, some of the odd and funny things that can be brought up by people with more access, less access, side access.
Or just be able to look at picture and connect the fucking dots.
That's another thing. There's quite a few things going on. And there's quite a few things that are weird. I'm not going to say good because a lot of it isn't very good. First thing I want to say, okay, it is a new edition. Everybody just every shill stream saying it is not a new edition. I am Canadian Christian. I say it's not a new edition.
So about the new edition.
Exactly. Look, I asked a couple buddy of mine, Battletech normies. They're gamers. They play Warhammer. They play all sorts of other things, D&D, all those things. Like, guys, there's a new core rule book with a decent number of rule changes, a new core set, and a new beginner set. What would you call that? A new edition. I mean, like D&D, what was it? D&D 2025? D&D 2025 is a new edition. Yes, it's a remake of 5th edition D&D.
There'll be a teaser tonight.
There's a teaser for Warhammer 11, I think. That's coming.
Probably tonight, Adepticon.
Tonight? Yeah. I mean, why not? But I mean, that's what CGL's trying to avoid. They do not want to fall into this is a new edition because people remember Games Workshop and don't like the words new editions. Same with D&D. They don't want new edition to be associated with this because new edition, I'm keep going with air quotes here, is generally seen as a bad thing for most systems.
But there is one set of people that when you say new edition, their ears perk up because they know it's money, and it's called stockholders.
CGL doesn't have stockholders.
True. But they do have backers.
Welcome
Tops
in.
Does.
13
well, Tops does not because Fanatics is a privately owned company.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, there's no stockholders or stocks to be done in the entire structure of the Battletech universe.
So who were they
Until
trying to
you-
impress?
So I just
Does PGI
so I just need to be majority ruler.
is
then.
PGI publicly traded?
No, they're owned by who did they get bought out by? Tencent and somebody else.
Oh, what joy.
Cloud9, something. They have a major backer now.
Okay. Bearded Coyote saying hello all except Tanky. I think that's your brother. See, here are the various editions of Battletech, more or less. They won't say it is, but this was, well, there was Battle Droid before, which didn't last very long because of lawsuits. Battletech, first edition. This was more or less Rules of Warfare, which was the rationalizing of this and all the vehicle rules. Compendium, there's the previous one and this one, which was Clan Invasion kind of tech and kind of era. Then Master Rules, which is more Civil War. And I mean, editions generally went with eras. So I do think, I mean, it goes with logic that their new edition covers the new era. So at least that portion, once I've thought about it, kind of makes sense.
PGI is owned by Innad Global 7, and they are publicly traded.
Okay, so at least there's one group of people who have
That's fairly far up the line. So what are they?
They're completely separate. Well, I mean, PGI is a completely separate license from Battletech Tabletop, but it should be what they. And never mind, we'll get into it. The rules document is here. There's a couple art pieces. There's a couple things. Okay, it's fine. We'll get to looking at the official rule changes a little bit real quick. But I mean, 13 pages of rule changes. I mean, it's a whole lot of pages, 2 column in small font. So this is the equivalent of the changes between, let's say, 3rd edition Warhammer 40K and 4th edition Warhammer 40K. Let's look at it this way. I mean, 3rd edition, 4th edition, 5th edition, 6th edition, 40K, up to 7th edition 40K was the rule set by Andy Chambers before they reverted to something closer to 2nd edition with 8, or is it 7th edition that they changed the rules?
No, 7th edition is where they still had the tanks and everything, so I think it's 8th edition.
8th edition. So, I mean, technically,
8th edition was the big change.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from 3rd edition to 7th edition of Warhammer 40K, you could technically take any of the books and use it. Yes, there were new codexes. Yes, there were new things, new units, new things being brought up. But I mean, I remember the poor Sisters of Battle having the same rules from 3rd edition to 7th edition. Same thing with the Eldar having terrible rules for the longest time and then miraculously getting a book where they're not terrible anymore. So
I don't understand the Eldar, and this isn't that type of stream, but I don't understand it because they are simultaneously a highly shitted on faction, but also at various points throughout an edition's life cycle go from being the most broken and overpowered faction to the most underpowered, why would you play these guys faction.
Exactly. That's the world of playing Eldars. If you were playing Eldars in 2nd edition, if you were playing Eldars in 2nd edition, you were a god, and then you went to 3rd edition, you were like, yay, all my good units now suck. Well, that's special.
I quote Tom and Dom of Space King. Monofilament wire, monofilament cannon, monofilament blaster, monofilament. Bring out the monofilament cannon. But I will also say this would not be a Battletech publication if it wasn't 2 columns of the smallest text known to man. So we do still have that going for us, which is nice.
Which was never, a CGL book, because the old ones, if you go look, it was not columns. Yeah. It went across the page.
It was a whole ass page.
Another thing here, Gavin Kennedy is really bringing up, Battlefield support cards are now core rules. They are no longer You know, it exists, so you guys should probably use it because we invented it and it's really cool, guys. Yeah, this is core rules, and if you want all the actual vehicle rules, you'll probably have to dig out where they are.
Pain,
So
suffering, agony,
Let's-
even.
But
Let's-
selling
let's get in-
Battlefield
let's get
support
into it.
cards.
oh yeah,
Let's just get into it right now because
they've started
I swear when Zodal did his live stream with Rim back when the playtest started,
Mhm.
I swear Zodal said that Battlefield support is going to be in this book because this book is going to replace the Battle Mech manual, which is all Battlefield support. But Total Warfare is still going to exist, just with rules updates. We're still going to have our tanks. We're still going to have our full tank, infantry, battle armor, whatever record sheets.
Yeah, but you're
I
gonna
seem to recall hearing that.
you're gonna have to have that old book to read
Hello.
the rules for that.
Hello.
Basically, I will. We've got a duck, we've got a raccoon, we've got a crab, we've got a tanker, and we've got a tank. Got all sorts of things on this.
Wait, we've got a duck wearing a rabbit. Come on, man.
True, it's a rabbit. Hey, Argyle. Have a good morning to you. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever. We have let's get into it. We'll start with the second Aces box, just because I want to be a troublemaker here.
I'm with it. I love it.
Okay,
I like it.
I think most of them are actually pretty cool. I
It's
prefer
probably
the
the best box in the list that they're bringing out now, but this was announced before as well.
right. I'm saying the shit. What's that assault called again? I know what it's called. The big guy in the back.
Well,
But
that's a Kingfisher.
Kingfisher. That's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
So
Right,
you've got a pretty cool Nova Cat here with the missile
Bravo.
arms, which is really fun to have. You have a Viking 2C. You could probably play it as a
Glory.
Viking. But
Glorious to
You could put
mass missile fire. Let's go.
I say that's a nice Dasher sculpt. I will say that.
you
it's
could play it as a regular Viking. It looks identical.
pretty much. But
Let's actually wait until we see them in hands because of just quality.
these are 3D. 3D.
Oh, yeah,
assets,
yeah.
Remember that?
Well,
right?
I mean the 3D model. It is nice. I will like. I say again. I gotta give it to PGI. I like how aggressive it looks.
I'm. All the mechs look samey, which is a problem that they've always been having.
Yes.
Got a Kingfisher Marauder. That's basically what I call those with the Marauder arms. It's a good Kingfisher because there's very few bad Kingfishers. So let's just start with that.
I'm
Got
not
a
sure
Grizzly.
what variant it is, but I mean it is. You're a 90-ton clan standard fusion engine Omni-Mech. You're a zombie.
This thing's unkillable.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a Grizzly, which is okay, but it
Can't see shit.
It's not a different Grizzly than the previous one. It's probably it's a different pose and everything, but it's not a mech that didn't exist, and it's a mech that was recently released. Fubel was bringing this up.
It was
something that was just came out.
The Mercs.
Missile boat Grendel. You got a lot of missile boats in there. You got 3 full-on missile boats in there, and the missile boat light as well with the Arctic Cheetah.
Yeah.
So this is a missile heavy formation, but it's Clan LRM, so who gives a? Those are brawling weapons.
The one on the far right, I believe that's the dual SRM-6 one.
Looks like
it's a dual SRM-6, so it's a different sculpt than the one that we currently have, at least.
Oh, good.
We got a laser fire mod, which is
Nice.
always
Which
fun.
is what we had in Alpha Strike, so it might be a reissue of the Alpha Strike Fire Moth.
Yeah,
and
that'd be
a
our
Rhyme
third
Otter,
Firemoth.
which is a new mech. You basically have 2 new mechs, a couple of variants. It's not a terrible box. It'll probably sell really, really well.
At least 4 of them are new variants.
No, every others are new variants.
Yeah.
From what I understand, except the Grizzly, I'm not sure, but it's probably supposed to represent the new Grizzly with the reinforced chassis. But it's basically the original Grizzly, if you look at the stats, anyways. But then you've got the Rhyme Otter, which is the baby Grizzly. It's a good mech. It's a good mech. I like the Rhyme Otter to begin with, so I'm okay with this one.
I'm just wondering who the designer was who decided mech warriors don't need to look up.
That's an old. No, that's a CGL thing. The Grizzly from the original had the full face.
Yeah.
Face on it, and doesn't the PGI Grizzly have the full face, or did they make a?
I don't think PJ has a Grizzly yet. I have to look it up.
No,
I can look
think,
it up.
I think they added it in the last year or so.
Nova Cat B, the old Ant hands. I mean, any B configuration with tons of missiles is always hilarious for clan mechs. I love them. They're silly.
I've been waiting. I've been seriously considering. Considering picking up the Ironwind Metals Nova Cat B, but I might hold off on that so I can get it out of this box.
See what
I
have no idea what the price of this box will be. So,
the other one
about
was
the Kingfisher.
Well, the other one was $79.99, I think. So by the time Catalyst releases it, and oops, more price increases. My bad, y'all. Probably looking at between $80 to $90
$100,
which would still be a better deal than the Gothic box.
Well, at least you get different mechs.
I will say the one bad thing about this.
Kingfisher H. Ugh. That's violent.
Is it Kingfisher H or Kingfisher C?
It could be both.
Could be both. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end. They're meant to represent a mech anyways. It's just fun to have different variants.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We will look at the rules PDF, which is quite something in a little bit. This box here was already announced, but this is good to just, have a clear idea of what's coming for Aces. Aces is popular with people. People kind of like the idea. The playing with yourself is popular.
As a solitary lone wolf, lone worker out here driving these big lonely roads, I am a huge proponent of playing with yourself.
There you
go.
So
if I can play with myself, like I'm gonna shut down tonight, just on the other side of Montegal. I don't know where exactly, but I'll be shutting down the other side of Montegal. If I want to play with myself on top of a big ass mountain, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to have fun. It's going to be great. I'll be painting. I'll actually be painting tonight. I'll be stroking my brushes.
Ophelia, I don't think anyone has the Battle Droid book except for you, okay?
Yeah.
I
know one guy.
It's an expensive book now. Very expensive.
I would like to say one thing about this picture.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is pointing more towards what you get as being the end game for Catalyst, though.
I hope not, but we know Catalyst. Now, let's talk about the core products. Battletech refits and redeployment, not a new edition in big parent. Like they keep repeating it a couple times there. This is not a new edition. Yes, it is. Stop lying, you lying sacks of shit.
Why are you always lying?
What I'm worried about is why are they so obsessed with saying it's not an edition? Like,
because people don't like changing editions.
Well, it's like Regina George. It's like Regina George and Gretchen Wieners. It's very fetch. Stop saying fetch. Fetch isn't a thing. It's not going to be a thing. Stop saying fetch. Yeah. Catalyst is Regina George and us.
Basically, that's it. They don't want to say it because if they say it, it has bad association. Things with bad association will drive people to not buy their product, and their product is already.
We are Gretchen Wieners.
If you call it a new edition, people will expect their products to actually be shipped on time.
Yeah, because the other thing is
going to happen.
And the thing about that is you can say what you will about GW. GW announces a new edition. You know exactly when the new edition's coming out. You know exactly when it's going up for pre-order. The 2-player starter box, the different level of boxes they have, and the new rule book. You know exactly when you can pre-order them. You know exactly how much they will be. You know exactly when they will be at your local game store for pickup.
Oh yeah, they do pre-sales, and they can actually get away with that because
Tanky, they do that on a weekly basis.
Well,
Yes.
you know, I mean, maybe you want to pre-order some new Chaos Space Marines who are, a new type. Maybe you want to pre-order you want to pre-order the new paint them yellow, call them Steel Legion or whatever is going on. From what I understand, Warhammer players are not having a good time right now.
Well, we have not been having a good time for a while now.
Look, we
Yes.
brought
Well-
back Yara. Can we get some Steel Legion boxes? No.
Well,
How dare
try
you?
liking
They're dead.
try liking Legion Imperialis and Adeptus Titanicus and get back to me then.
Wait.
Oy
I've
vey.
been a Tau and a Chaos player since I started. I know what it's like to be living the Lucy and Charlie Brown skit over and over again.
And it
Beastman
needs
players in fantasy.
and it needs to be said, when the Eldar, I think they finally got new Warp Spider models and they finally got new troop models.
Yes.
When they got those new models last year, they were retiring models that GW had been making for so long that those models could look back and remember Bill Clinton's presidency.
Mhm.
Those
Look,
models
wait,
remembered
I
pre
would-
9/11 America.
Look. Those
the
models
tank-
could legally drink, have done a tour in Iraq, and come back.
Yes.
They are still producing a few of the tank is still from
Yeah, the Falcon's still the Falcon.
The Hammerhead and
Rhino.
Hammerhead and Devilfish for
And
Tau.
that's still more recent than the. Look, the Eldar stuff is mostly dating from 2nd edition for the vehicles.
Yep.
Yeah.
So your Tau stuff, stop talking about it. Your Tau stuff is recent.
From 2003 or 4.
Yeah, I mean,
2001.
the Falcon's like a 96
7.
kit,
Seven.
97 kit. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, they got new turrets on them, from what I know.
That's it.
But I mean,
That's it.
why change something that's perfect? Because the Falcon is perfect.
It do
fucking
be a whole vibe, and the Hammerhead also do be a whole vibe.
Yeah.
They do.
Just the parts fit is so bad though.
When we get to
Raphelia's
the other
asking if you're
boxes,
mad
somebody
at
did
her.
bring up
Learn to-
Sankey.
Learn to build a model. I'm sorry, what?
Raphelia's asking if you're mad at her.
No.
There you go. We've got an answer.
What are we
Let's
talking
look
about?
at this new core starter box, which is absolutely not what you sell as a starter box. Those are not starter mechs. Those two yes. This little Uziel and this little Solitaire would be good starter mechs. Those would have been two good starter mechs. Think about it, okay, guys. Think about it for a second.
I mean, I know
Those-
several light Lyran players who would have been begging me to split the box with them to get Uziels.
There you go. But the
Some
thing is,
Solitaire.
those two mechs are more or less standard. They follow more or less standard rules. They have nothing too terribly fancy except maybe the double heat sinks.
No, Solitaire has mask and heavy lasers, but yeah.
Well, I mean, heavy lasers. There's probably a version without heavy lasers. I think there's one with an ER large instead. I'd
Nope.
have to think.
No,
No.
there's only Solitaire and Solitaire 2. Solitaire 2 drops the heavy medium laser to add the mask.
Well, this one says Solitaire Tree.
I don't see a 3 on Sarna, so it might be a new variant.
Yeah, they might be coming with new stuff. But
Okay.
there, you have them on the punch cards. Those two mechs, the Solitaire and the Uziel, you have them on a punch card.
Nice.
But the two mechs that come in are a Conchio and a Hammerhead.
Yeah.
We'll go into details in a moment. Let's look at what else is on there that could be brought to your attention. Anybody has an idea that what I might have a problem with here?
And I'm going to say something. There's
Mhm.
probably 2 more mechs that they're not showing to be a surprise because look at how
Punch
the box is
outs?
covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be
No.
2 other punch outs.
No,
probably.
those punch outs are gonna, if it's any,
Oh, it's other
if
colors
the-
of the same thing.
if it's gonna be anything like the current beginner boxes and Agoac boxes, the punch outs in the beginner box and the half sheets that don't have a heat scale on them, because you're meant to be learning and not worrying about heat and ammo, trivial things like that are actually
Oh.
anyway.
Oh,
They are going to be matching to what's in the next box. So the punch outs are probably the Vulture Mark IV, the Regent, things like that. because that's what they were in the beginner box. You got to punch
we-
out Locust and Thunderbolt and such.
Maybe.
Well, we'll see. But here,
Wait, Tanky just brought up a good point. One of those mechs does not work if it does not have a heat scale.
we will get to that. We will get to that. Objective one.
I'm practicing
Objective
restraint.
2.
Oh no!
Objective 3.
No.
Objective 4. Welcome to match
Warhammer.
play.
No.
I'm with it. Yes.
This has been the goal of CGL
Fumble
wants to
was
be
right.
G-Dubs.
Yes,
CGL wants to be G-Dubs so bad.
Which that's when
Okay.
that's when I started losing interest
Okay.
in Warhammer, was when it turned into Objective Hammer. Like, no, I don't
Okay,
want to
but-
take objective. I want to kill people. That's a Warhammer.
Okay, but hear me out. So if I'm running a weekly meetup where I'm saying, like this Sunday, we're building 12K FedCom Civil War era, while Huntsville is doing the Irby Derby. I don't have enough players to do an Irby Derby. I don't have enough experienced players to do an Irby Derby. My default, FedCom Civil War era. Okay, 12K. And the previous week, we were doing 10K Late Republic. So as it stands right now, we can change the eras and we can change the battle value. Outside of that, it's just Rock'em Sock'em robots. So I ask, and I understand that we're concerned about the Warhammerification of it, but I ask, what is actually inherently wrong with having objectives?
Have you played Warhammer 40K, Tanky?
Yes, I was tabled on turn 3. I learned absolutely nothing and determined that my Space Wolves would be really nice looking display models before I finally sold them all off.
Yeah. I've been playing since late 3rd, early 4th edition. Earlier on, it was much more focused on actually fighting. Over the past few editions, it just became objective camping.
It's become
Which
basically a first-person shooter.
yeah, that and it really reinforced the factional bias towards Marines on tabletop because they have an armor save.
I
was saying that
one of the
affect
problems with
Battletech.
Warhammer 40K is what Fubel and Will is saying, which is objective hammer. You start your mission, you look at your list of objectives, and you're like, I'll do this objective, this objective, this objective, and it turns into like, yes, you can table turn 1 because Warhammer's stupid, but then every single fight is about like keeping objectives or completing a checklist rather than playing the game.
And can I say something? Because the old scenario packs, if you go read the actual missions, they did have objectives.
Right. But
we had objectives back in Clicky Tech. Technically, we weren't supposed to be just lining them up and having a shooting gallery Napoleonic style. Technically, it was supposed to be blow up that terrain piece right there. Be the first to blow up that terrain piece. Launch a capture attempt on that terrain. This, that, the other.
Hammer ends up being. That's the problem.
No, it's
permanent hammer. We are never
now the way
permanent hammer in Battletech. It doesn't work.
Right.
Now the way it was being handled, the way the Clicky Tech missions were being handled here weren't good because it was just chasing prize support, chase rare pieces that are now not worth anything really on eBay. But I will also say, coming over from Flames of War and Team Yankee, which I played religiously for like 5 or 6 years, mission, that is a very mission focused game, and it's not necessarily you're building for a mission, you're building for a stance. If I'm running a maneuver list, you're running a defense list, we're going to end up on this column. Here's 6 missions on this column we're liable to get. And it worked out well and prevents you from just lining up a row of tanks and infantry and charging into machine gun fire, which is dumb.
See, if the objectives are built for the scenario, then it works rather than go here
just
and
putting
then,
them on the map and that's it.
Capture this.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Like,
the
if I end up
capturing points is now the meta, and everyone else sucks.
Yep.
Oh,
Which is
I feel like in Battletech, there's a lot of stuff you can use to capture objectives that everyone would have access. Everyone has their own little piece for capturing objectives or standing on objectives or blowing up objectives. So, I mean, I'm willing to give it a try at the very least. And I think we should at least be
The rules,
open-minded about
it'll
it.
be. I don't like matched play, and BattleTech is not meant for matched play. It's that simple.
The reason
BattleTech has a
the reason
battle value system that is basically also it doesn't.
I'll agree.
I'm gonna say
Now
doesn't
let me
work well
let me
for
respond to not liking matched play.
Mhm.
So then, how would you feel if you rocked up to my store, not knowing what to expect, and you just rocked up with a nice, balanced little Fourth Succession War list, but we're playing in the Ill Clan era this week? Or conversely, you rock up with an Ill Clan era list wanting to play, but it's Third Succession War night.
Well,
And now you just
if
rocked
you're
up
bringing
for nothing
Succession War
'cause
stuff,
you
you're
can't
always
really
good.
play in
If
success.
you're-
You can't.
Succession War, you can always arrange things, because with Succession War, you show up with Succession War mechs, you're going to be like, well, they're playing Ilklan. Well, let me look at what mech versions I can go to instead. Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's what they should
Marauder
also
is
do.
not a
Include-
1R anymore. It's now a 7S. And it works. Doing
Includes some extra Ilcon era versions of older mechs,
that. Mhm.
especially the stuff that
And if
should
you
be in
show
the
up with
starter
newer
box.
mechs,
Yeah, there's an idea. There's your starter box, and then we also have the Ilcon versions of those mechs.
but I mean, if you show up with a Contio and a Hammerhead at one of my at a daily or a weekly game, and everybody's playing, someone's playing Jihad, you still can't play those things because they're not Jihad. So those are a bit of an issue, is it not?
hang on, guys, one sec.
What do you? These are the worst mechs you could have picked for a starter box. Just looking at them.
No, those are
I had
terrible mech to choose. We will go with what Bryn, the guy who decided those mechs would be in it. We'll start with what he said. We want the new players to choose between the bears and the sharks. Important thing. Can someone remind me what the name of the clan that builds the Hammerhead is? I can't remember it off the top of my
Sea
head.
foxes.
So, is it really a shark mech? No, it's a sea fox mech.
You pay for it in Fox credits.
You pay it in Fox credit, exactly.
And it's
the,
clan
for
only.
what
Huh.
the only way I'm defending these choices, I think it is because this core set is supposed to lean towards purely Ilcon. In which case, it makes sense because it introduces things that you would not see in like TSM, different armor types. Like one has stealth armor, the other has hardened armor, AES. That is the only excuse I could give this thing.
Then it
Outside
should
that,
be
I just
labeled
want more
Ill
depth.
Clan. These
Yeah,
should be sold
what
next
yes.
to the AGOC and the beginner box. And they
Agreed.
should say
I
Ill
would agree
Clan
with that.
on top of.
Just put Ilcon era box on it, and then sell that. There
But
you
I
go.
don't
It's in a
think
new edition for the new era.
They want their era, so
Mhm.
okay, just call it that. It's part of your era. Yeah.
Hello, old school Tumen. Welcome in. But let's go with a few of the issues here for a
But they
beginner
couldn't handle the
box.
production creep of that because they will keep saying it. They are a small company and they can't handle it.
Oh, this is going to be delayed, isn't it? So you're going to have the old beginner box and then this other beginner box.
They no, they will pay for one cargo thing from China to get here for Gen Con, and then we will wait 8 months for it to release to everybody else.
China.
Okay, reasons why those are terrible mechs for a starter. Well, first, neither of those mechs, if I give them to my son, my oldest and my youngest son, I give them each a sheet, and I tell them, okay, you remember when you played with a summoner and a Nova, blowing up my pieces of trash Succession War mechs I threw at you? Okay, now you're playing with those guys. They will understand the eat, the movement, and not even the eat when we look at the Contio.
Not even the movement.
No, the movement kind of makes sense. No, this one's 6'8". Oh,
Yep.
Okay,
hardened
they will
armor.
understand that they have mechs with a certain speed and certain weapons, and they'll be able to shoot the weapons. That's about it. And when the shooting starts, things will get very, very confusing. And like I said, when I train people, I generally give them a Nova and a Summoner. Those have jump, walk, speed, jump, walk, run, jump. They have a nice array of weapons. They've got different things they need to do. The Summoner doesn't overeat. The Nova is a Nova. The Nova is a Nova.
It's fun.
It's in the name.
They're like, the first time you shoot all the lasers, and then you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yes, congratulations.
Well,
you now understand.
You shouldn't have done that. It was just a boy.
Now, the Hammerhead is a fairly decent beginner mech because of the AES and the legs. Means
it doesn't
more
have the penalty
forgiving
to
for those
piloting
PSRs.
skill.
Hello, am I back?
Yes, you are.
I would give the Hammerhead to a new player that I'm bringing through a campaign to make sure they don't get themselves killed.
Yeah, but I wouldn't give it to a new player because of Arden armor. Okay, I hit you for 4.
Hey,
okay, I cut off 4 of my hit points. No, you've got Arden armor. You only cut 2. Have you guys ever seen that video of it's like a chubby looking guy? Yeah, we'll say that. Chubby looking guy going, no, whenever he's doing an explanation of something like of English, how English words are pronounced. And then he goes through the different words with the same mix of letters, and then they're said differently. So he goes, no, every single time. No. Or you did one on pass interference in football as well, where the girl was trying to figure out what pass interference was. And some things were clearly pass interference and they weren't. And, that's the thing. Like, you get shot for 6. Okay, let's take off 6 of my hit points. No, you take out 3. Why do I take out 3? You've got Arden armor. Okay.
Hey, real quick.
I get it for 5. How much points do I remove? Then you look at the other guy, and the other guy's also a new player, and he's like, I don't know.
2 whole, 1 half. Hey, real quick, what was our resolution on the objectives and everything else in the box before we moved on to the Hammerhead?
We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what it is before we really go into it. But I don't like the idea of going to match play. Battletech is not meant for match play. It's a narrative game. It's an RPG with big robots.
Honestly, we're going to keep an open mind about it. Mm-hmm. We're going to give it a try and probably end up just picking and choosing like everyone does with TAC Ops and Total Warfare and such.
Weapons-wise.
But it works for us.
Weapons-wise, the Hammerhead at least is nothing too complex. An ER medium, a large pulse, and a streak SRM6. So you don't even have to roll on the table to know how many missiles it. If they hit, they hit. They don't, they don't. Pretty straightforward.
Which the more you pointed out, I don't like that, because the way we do our learner league, I put in the Locust, whichever one it is, with the 2 SRM2s and the medium laser. I also have a catapult, yes, and then I also have the catapult C1 with the 2 15s. I do that. Well, we do that because that's forcing you to use 2 different ways of using the cluster table. You're using cluster for LRM, you're using cluster for SRM. You're always going to have an LRM. You're always going to have an SRM of some sort. And by going to Streak with no ECM, well, I guess there's an ECM suite, but it's complicated. We'll talk about it when we get to the Conio. God, you know what? You know what, dude? I'm going to be telling my new players from now on, I'm going to be like, look, buy the old beginner box. Don't worry about this box. Buy this box for the mechs. Buy the old beginner box for the mechs. That's it. We'll cross those Rubicons when we get to them.
The real problem case. Our friend the Contio. Well, no, I'm gonna bring up one thing else on the Hammerheads as well. It has 15 tons of armor. This is
15
assault mech armor.
50 tons of hardened armor.
Well, no, but you count if they remove the rules for the hardened armor counts as AF and all that stuff, and just said like hardened armor you can mount double on the frame, which is what I would have done. Would have been a lot simpler in writing the rule. But hardened armor,
you'd have to redraw the freaking.
yeah, they'd have to redraw them. But it's 15 tons of hardened armor.
If Big Tanky is handed this box and told to write a rules progression for beginners, your first match between the Contio and the Hammerhead, we're going to be treating everything like standard-ass weapons. It's a standard SRM6, it's standard armor, it's standard everything. When we get to round 2, that's when we're going to add in hardened armor.
The thing is, if you remove the hardened armor off the Hammerhead, it's an undergunned, underspeeded 45.
Yeah.
It's really trash if it doesn't have hardened armor. With hardened armor, it's an assault mech on a 45-ton chassis for the armor.
But is a new player going to know that?
Of course not. The new player is going to be confused as fuck.
Well, if you remove the hardened armor, it just becomes a Vulcan. Or a Saxon.
That's insulting.
Why would you say something so controversial yet true? Shut up.
So our friend the Hammerhead with 15 ton of hardened armor, do you really want to be the guy shooting through 15 tons of armor on a beginner game?
No.
That's going to be so pleasant. Oh, and you get no true armor critical because an armor is hardened armor.
And they didn't include any mechs with re-engineered lasers.
Well,
my new players have been
ran stars of them. They are very funny.
My new players have been chewing on awesomes for the past month.
So
they go against an awesome 8Q.
Contio. First off, the Contio is a 40-ton mech with very simple rules and very simple things like the Inner Sphere stealth armor and the Inner Sphere triple strength myomer. I know people who don't know how triple strength myomers work still. I mean, in Mega Mech it works.
What's missing from the record sheets?
Oh, yeah.
What's missing from the record sheets, Tanky?
Oh, yeah. So because those beginner half sheets don't have a heat scale, you can actually take like, I don't know, a NovaCat Prime, because they made a half sheet for the NovaCat Prime, and matter of fact, the Warhawk Prime as well. And you can actually duct tape the triggers down if you're using those mechs, and never worry about 3 ER medium lasers and 2 ER PPCs, or 4 ER PPCs and an LRM-10 blowing you up after 2 rounds of fire and shutting you down. You can just fire all day with impunity.
Okay, starter player, here's a blood kite.
Fire all day with no impunity. No impunity. There's no malice to your movement. There's no malice to your targeting.
With unlimited eat. Give me a Hellfire with unlimited eat. I want to have fun.
I mean, I have all of the half sheets that Catalyst made, and I have all of the premium sheets Catalyst has made thus far. And matter of fact, the premium sheets, I use photocopies of them laminated for the beginners, so they can see what the mech is, and it's all pretty in color. Ooh, it looks nice. I'm like, yeah, I just wish it had the fucking tables on there like the Skunkworks sheets do. But anyway, so because there's no heat tracking with those beginner record sheets, I am struggling to wonder if on the Contio side of the house, if they're going to consider TSM as always on, or they're going to have to. They're going to have to consider TSM as always on.
Don't you have to have 9 heat to actually activate TSM?
10, I think.
They'll have to have something on there that says that as long as the stealth armor is active, so too is the TSM. But you don't get TSM if you turn the stealth armor off.
Okay, let's go with a few different things here. As I was saying, a lot of current players have no idea how TSM works. All they know is if I eat enough, I can punch people hard. That's what people know TSM is. Okay.
Apparently, there's a battle value tax to it as well.
Oh, yes,
even though you paid for it when you constructed the mech, but then you got to pay another tax just to use it in the game.
No,
I didn't know this.
No, it is built into BV. It is built in BV now. But I mean, it's okay. So you have a mech with triple strength armor that people already don't understand. You have stealth armor that people also don't understand half the time either. So that's a lot of fun. 2 rules that normal people, normal players that actually play the game regularly or semi-regularly already have hard time with, and you're building it into your beginner box. That's smart. It also is 8.5 tons of armor, so that's going to get chewed through by the hammerhead while you are plinking at it with your medium pulse lasers, your ER small lasers, and your claws. Yeah.
Okay, so
You're in
remember,
punching
the
range with the
hammerhead goes
hammerhead.
6'8". This thing goes 7'11".
Let's add into a supercharger too.
Oh, yes, of course.
Plus the supercharger, yeah.
Of course, we forgot that it has a supercharger.
Oh.
Another simple rule that's super easy to understand and that everybody has no problems with, right?
This would make sense if this was a starter box for Mega Mech.
Yeah. In a Mega Mech starter box, that works. For tabletop, I mean, the guy that gets those, like
This just tells me
two
more
15-year-old kids
that
that walk in probably pay $35 now for this box because it's going to be more expensive than the previous one.
Let's be honest, this just proves that CGL does not play their own game.
They play their own game even less than G-Dubs does. And G-Dubs doesn't play their game.
I mean, Randall has lamented as he carries his giant 3D printed lament around. But don't you dare make your own giant 3D printed mech. Those are for Catalyst employees, not for us peasants. But he has lamented before that when he goes to all these cons, he only gets to play like one game of Battletech. Oh, well, boo friggity who, dude.
Make more time then.
Do what I do. Start a Battletech league every Sunday. Broadcast it. Advertise it.
I
Get
remember
6 people
our
show
friend,
up and never show up again, but get four consistent players.
Didn't they try that and it fizzled after one episode?
Yes, they did a match play with a whole bunch of YouTubers, mostly Glazers, and it fizzled after one episode.
I thought that was that RPG that Tex graciously volunteered his time for, just for Big Red to be a weirdo, that girl to be a weirdo, and the dude and the other girl to just be like, what are we actually doing here?
Yes,
that was a terrible thing to do. I mean, I want to play more Battletech and post more Mega Mech games online. People don't watch them, but I'd love to do more of them. But it is time intensive to prepare.
Well, to be fair, people aren't even watching Warhammer gameplay either. So I mean, if you're filming a battle and making a battle report video, you have to be really. And I mean, I'm sure if Icarus was here, he'd tell us the analytics for DFA's various games and whatnot, which they have the problem of half of theirs. And I love DFA, don't get me wrong. I was the second place for the Regimental Kickstarter Award. So I love them to death, and I appreciate everything they do. But you have to watch their videos carefully, because if you're just a casual who's like, oh, well, I want to find out more about this game, you might end up watching one of their override videos. And that's their own thing that they made up.
Yeah. It's
special.
It's special.
If
Really bad robot voice.
I am passing Fort Georgia. It might be the giant mosquito boxes breaking me up. The government is breeding mosquitoes out here on Fort Stewart. If you touch their mosquitoes, you will go to jail.
I'd be more concerned about seeing a green squid. So
okay. Another funny thing here. The box includes 2 fan favorites, Il Clan era mechs.
Well, the Hammerhead is a fan favorite. For the wrong reasons.
Okay, I like the Hammerhead. I will not deny. I had no idea what the second one was until.
Let's be honest. The Hammerhead's in this box so they can get rid of the premium miniatures that they made.
The premium miniatures that is a piece of.
They had to make you buy the next mech to fix the Hammerhead.
No, why would they be making this a way to get rid of the premium Hammerhead if they've already got a plastic injection mold for the Hammerhead in the 3rd Star League box. Make it make sense.
True. So it's not even a new mech. True enough.
I've never even heard of a Contio before this. So
Yeah,
I
it's a fan
don't
favorite mech.
remember it.
It's a fan favorite
flashed
mech.
up. It flashed up on the radar when it was introduced in. I forget which rec guide it was in.
Yeah.
But it's in the it's in Rec Guide Volume 2 now. It flashed up. Everyone was like, "Whoa, that is super sick! It's a clan mech with stealth armor and claws and TSM. It's designed to rip people's asses open." And then promptly was forgotten about.
Nobody plays it.
It's a 40 tonner. Who actually plays 40 tonners?
And
Because-
it's
but
not
it's
even a
terrible.
it's a Ghost Bear export mech. It's not even designed for them.
They
Okay.
sold this to the Capellans.
Yeah, they sold
And
it to
another,
everybody.
another fun thing about it, it's a 40-ton clan mech that is not an Omni, so you can't truck around battle armors on it, which is what you use 40-ton clan mechs for, to truck battle armors.
yeah,
I mean, it's the
What?
only reason I bring the Viper Dragonfly,
It is
Viper, whatever it
fantastic.
is.
It is fantastic at that.
Yes.
All right, let's go
But
to
the
the
first
let's go
thing.
to the
But
next
but the
box.
first thing.
Okay,
But
well,
the first thing
go
you
up,
got to
go up.
do.
Scroll. What the hell, is Sagas?
oh, it's the book that they well, it's in the next box. So let's look at the next box a little bit. Sagas is the book that they give you to tell you like which faction you should play.
Oh God.
It's your faction book.
the little mini booklet short story.
Because it has to because it is a well-known fact that in Battletech you have to choose a faction and play that faction.
No, you don't.
Dude, I've been stressing to my new players. I got this one that's fixated, and I'm like, listen, just because you got the Wolf's Dragoons Assault Star does not lock you into Wolf's Dragoons. Maybe the Annihilator does. But
even
everything
there.
else in there in an Agoak, you can run them as whatever you want. If you want to choose whatever you want, and I don't enforce... I ask that you paint your minis, but I don't enforce a paint scheme.
Please
So
don't
if you're
enforce
green
the paint
guys
scheme.
if your green guys with white highlights happen to be Kurita today instead of Fed Sun's Armored Cav, that's cool with me. As long as you're here to play the game and have a good time.
If your mechs are all different camos, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Because the U.S. military has all different camos.
whenever I work on minis for the shop, as rare as it is, that's one of the things I do. Is like if I do Battletech minis for them, it's I make each mech its own color scheme, or I'll do like a quote unquote sample platter of the different houses, for example. Like, hey, this guy's Lyran
Right.
Guards.
Well, considering
So-
most of the Lance boxes, like the Intersphere Striker, was clearly Kurita versus Fedcom. I mean, it
Yeah.
makes sense. And also, you can look at those pilot cards or the Alpha Strike cards in those boxes and be like, you know what? I'm just going to paint it up to look like the artwork on this card here.
And I'm
Yeah.
perfectly fine with that.
So I guess
mean,
they changed-
you can do anything. You can do.
I guess
how
they
it
changed
is
the
now.
cards up a little bit.
Yeah, the cards are changed up a little bit because it's a new edition, so the cards should be changed up a little bit.
Because it's not a new edition, but the cards should be changed up a little bit.
Let's leave it at that. They're
But
really
look, wait,
pushing the
wait.
Regent
Look,
everywhere
what?
as
Hey,
well. Mhm.
hey, people who I was getting into it with earlier today. You see what the renders of the mechs are standing on? ATN, can you scroll? Can you zoom in on that? What are they standing on?
Maps. Yes.
Is that a map?
Yes.
They're not new ones.
They're not new ones. They're new ones. They're the old maps, but with they're rebranding the old map.
Oh man, I made
Fucking
you crash your
Cloudflare.
system.
It's
No,
because
the
I've been on the
Cloudflare's
website for too long and resized it. They didn't like that. But let's quickly talk about what's in the box. There's maps. Yes, they're going to be rebranded. Those are not final products, more than likely. So what do we have in the box? Okay, the way they say it is, okay, I'm going to say that I'm going to be mean once again. Okay, the Olhander and the Rakshasa, which were first appear in Technical Readout 3055. The Hollander is remembered. The Rakshasa is a joke.
That's a horrible. And I'm
I
gonna
thought
say this:
wait a minute.
the Hollander
I
is
thought-
not a great mini.
For Inner Sphere mech, Rakshasa pretty solid.
I
But it's
thought
just-
we determined a couple of weeks ago that the Rashasha was in fact a good mech, if you're not comparing it to the Mad Cat.
Exactly.
The problem is, this is your starter box.
I would have
This
put
is
it
the
in the
box
Clan
you're selling
Invasion box
people.
because funny.
And look at what you would if you separated it as 4 Inner Spear mechs and 4 clan mechs. What would the Rashasha be going up against?
Vulture Mark 4.
Or the
Oh,
Savage
he's
Wolf?
fugged. Oh, he's fugged.
That's a Mark II.
Or Mark
That's
That's a
II?
Mark
Vul-
II.
That's a Mark IV Vulture.
That's a Mark 4
No, the-
Vulture.
No,
The Mad Cat.
no, it's
The
a
Mad
Mark
Cat's a
II.
Mark 2.
Oh
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Mad
But,
Cat's
okay,
a Mark II,
let's
the
go-
Vulture's Mark IV.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
the
sorry.
Solitaire from Technical Readout 3067, a technical readout nobody remembers.
I
Let us-
do.
One of the
because it
best
has-
technical readouts.
Yes.
I know, Fuble, you remember things like the Hitman, okay? So you remember things.
What's a Hitman?
It's the Raven, what do you say? The
Farida.
combined version of the Raven. That's the best way to say
Oh well,
it.
that sounds like a really cool mech, and I bet it does really, really good on the battlefield.
Yes, it is a fantastic mech. When I did my review on it, I overly enjoy that mech. You know what the problem is? It hasn't added mini or art since it was, originally put out.
You know,
The
the
I
Iron Man
remember the
medals of it.
Hitman now. It's a goober. It looks doofy.
Yes, it looks like an Harlequin. It's literally
Yep.
what it looks like.
I actually started
But I
running
mean-
into those. My modded MechWarrior 5. I just recently
is
started
a-
running into these guys.
It is a fantastic mech in its role, though.
Yes.
And it should have a mini.
It does.
Oh.
It has an Iron Wind Metal Mini from 19 something.
Yeah, there you go.
I have
So,
it.
I mean, I would have put the Hitman in there instead, but never mind that.
Well, again, 3055 Inner Spear mechs get very little love.
So
This
the
is true.
Uziel and the Mad Cat Mark II that premiered in MechWarrior 4 Vengeance. I'm gonna be mean once again. This is a 20 fucking years old game. You're not selling this
You
box
can't
20
play it on
years
modern hardware.
You're not selling this box to people 20 years ago. You're selling it to people now.
I will grant that you're saying that these are supposed to be for new players. The beginner, the new core starter is supposed to be for kids because whoa, sharks and bills. Oh
wait.
my!
Wait,
And I get that, but you're also appealing to the nostalgia of the older player base, and that's
The
not going to
older
work.
player
'cause
base is not
I'm gonna
buying
buy it
your
anyway.
fucking product.
Well, I'm going to buy it anyway because
You're
going
gonna
to
buy it anyways, but more and more people are like, I'm gonna just print my own damn minis.
Yeah, that too.
And like the only thing that
Wait.
sells, if you look at like stores through like best selling stuff, it's their maps. Because their maps for Battletech cannot be reproduced. Or they're very
and they are
hard to
constantly sold
reproduce.
out.
And they're constantly sold out. Minis,
Wait, I got something to say. Why are they using the old technical readouts and not the ones that they just reprinted in the last decade?
Oh, all the Ilkan recognition guys?
No. TRO Dark Age, TRO Jihad
Jihad,
Yes.
Succession Wars, the
War
Clan.
Clan. Yeah.
Hey, Catalyst, why didn't you try selling your product?
like what really insults me is this here, like MechWarrior 4 Vengeance. This is a 20-year-old game, guys. Like if you're saying like if you were putting mechs in this box from a video game, it would be from MechWarrior 5.
Or at least
Okay,
online.
Yeah.
Online at worst, MechWarrior 5 and MechWarrior 5 clans
Or
at best.
Battletech the game.
Or Battletech the game. Like the brand new Bull Shark. That box would sell gangbuster if they had put a Bull Shark in it. I'm telling you.
Oh,
right
God.
now. That thing would
I've
be
all-
for the
selling-
wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons. There you go.
I say I'll defend Bullshark because it's just a cool design.
Yeah, I'm okay with the Bull Shark as a design and things like that. I find it
It's
It is-
more what it has become on
Yeah.
Reddit, X, everything. Oh, God damn, I called
Fuck
X,
them.
Twitter. Okay, but yes, let's just
Whatever.
let's not touch that subject and just keep
But
going.
I mean, this is the thing. Like, you're not selling this box 20 years ago. You're selling it right now.
No.
Trying to go like, the nostalgia of MechWarrior 4. The biggest MechWarrior 4 glazers out there. let's be honest. There's a bunch of
3055 is almost 35 years old.
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking MechWarrior 4 now. The biggest MechWarrior 4 glazers out there, fucking 8 CGL. So why are you trying to appeal to them? Mage Leader's not buying this box. And Mage Leader's not going to tell his fans to buy this box. So why are you glazing Mage Leader? Or a bunch of guys from Minis and Dumbbells server that always go like, yeah, MechWarrior 5 sucks, MechWarrior 4 is the best. Those guys are not buying CGL products. And they're not going to. But if you put MechWarrior 5 mechs in there, you're going to have people playing MechWarrior 5 online, whatever, to get it for free, true Xbox Game Pass or whatever, and to be like, hey, it's those cool mechs from that video game I played.
Right.
Cool. The Vulture Mark IV that came in the MechWarrior Dark Age, another thing that they want to.
I was going to buy it anyway. They didn't have to sell me on it. And by the way,
I mean, this is a thing that people, generally people want to forget. So,
yeah, that's the thing.
They're the ones who actually want to.
We're the ones who remember it.
And you just remember it because I lived through it.
I mean, it was my gateway.
The Regent A, because the Regent is now the big famous mech for Battletech. By the way,
it's the El Clan trophy mech, or
yeah. I mean, and it's not the Regent Prime, because they had put the Regent Prime in another box.
So they can't reprint Death Legion.
I think it was the B or the C or something like that. It's the one that's supposed to be like replacing Awesomes, because it's 3 PVCs with
right. Which I will say I'm not against it, just because, let's be honest, almost every single Regent loadout absolutely fucks. Like it is a good mech.
Here's the first, it's a mech that's already in another box. It's the only reprint in that set here. And second, you're trying to push it as the big new mech. Whenever you try to push something, it doesn't work. I think I need to repeat that. The people who buy the urban mech buys it because it's a meme. But even there, like, people don't play the urban mech, and urban mech boxes are everywhere, and nobody buys them.
And the Eris is to again replace one of the premium mechs.
Yeah. It's a good mech, though. The Eris is a very good mech. I've got no problem. Like, the lineup here is, the front line here is weak. The back line is great. That's what I say here.
Well, it just
the Rakshas's okay, and I have no idea why they put the Rakshasa in that
I like the Solitaire, but that's the only thing in the front line.
And the Uziel's a pretty good little trooper.
Yeah. What it gives us is almost the entire Mad Cat family outside of the 3, including the Inner Sphere stepchild. We're just filling in the map of all the mechs that are being built.
Hey, another Regent,
another Regent. As we said, that's their big selling one. But they've got Inner Sphere standards climbing on it to attack it.
But like I said,
so you can see what an Inner Sphere standard look like, unlike when you buy the Inner Sphere standard box. Actually, a bunch of globs of plastic.
Well, they're attacking it. They're riding it.
As a new player, I sure hope I can buy a set of those battle armors that are crawling on that Regent, so I can recreate it on the tabletop.
And they destroyed the Battlemaster that was on the previous cover.
Gunsmith.
That's a gunsmith.
Yeah.
It's a gunsmith.
I thought it was a Battlemaster 2, which honestly I would have been okay with, because that would have been a fun callback.
Right.
No,
but the other thing is,
because destroying Ernst Davion's Battlemaster is a very stupid thing to do. And it's very stupid that it's the Combine that currently owns that mech as well right now. But let's not go into lore stuff too much.
But this cover is basically the Battlemaster cover, just digitally changed to have a region anyway.
It is a thing. There's the core rules thing that we have here that we'll go through quickly. There's also these little thing that came up here earlier. The grinder kit is directly responsible for CGL abandoning introductory text for new boxes.
What the hell is
a thing that people can't buy? That's literally a thing people can't buy, because the grinder kit is for demo agents only.
Stores.
Yeah.
because my store doesn't have a demo agent yet.
No,
Hi, y'all. But deadgum, they were able to get a grinder kit.
because they're a store. Okay, so it's not just demo agents; it's stores.
Yeah.
It's
And I
still-
heard it was a pretty penny to have to shell out to get
it's
it.
$600, I think. Some people were selling those kits. No spine art on new books. That's just lazy.
That's because they can't do art. So let's just continue.
Camacho's Caballero Lance Box is a Grand Titan, an Albatross, a Phoenix Hawk 7K, and an Hunchback 4P or 6P. I'm okay with a new Hunchback. It's cool to have a new one. Phoenix Hawk 7K is the Phoenix Hawk. Grand Titan and Albatross. What the fuck are they doing? Camacho's Caballeros.
Well, hey, it's because Camacho's Cabellos are in the Free Worlds League, so let's give them Free Worlds League max instead of making a Free Worlds Leagues box. Whoa, that's brilliant, Burn. Let's do it.
No. Camacho's Caballeros have almost always worked for Aus Davion or Aus Steiner. They've only started working for Aus Merrick in like Ilklan era.
They actually, after the Jihad, they moved back to the Trinity Worlds and just
yes, but they weren't. They were still working for Steiners. They were still a Steiner affiliated.
They were more just working for the Trinity Worlds.
Yeah, but technically on paper, they were still getting paid by Aus Steiner. I know because I wrote blurbs about them for for Vengeance.
Raphelia's trying to get your attention, I think.
Yeah. She's a bit late on the stream, so she it's okay that she frantically waves. Probably because she's talking about the Eris being premium and now plastic, which is much better.
Which is what I said. So,
Hey, is the 4P or 6P? Is that the one with 6 medium lasers?
Yes, that's Disco Ball, or that's Disco Ball Hunchback, which are fantastic. Those are some of the best Hunchbacks. I have no problem.
I also wanted just to chime in that the 4P was actually my introduction to Battletech and MechWarrior, because that was the first. Because my first game was MechWarrior Online, and that was the first mech I got was the 4P.
I mean, the 4P just it's.
I'm just waggling my cane
mech.
here.
It deletes mechs when you press the button. It's perfect for that. Replacement Alpha Strike box likely within 2 years. That's still good to hear. I have no idea what will be in it, but that's okay.
Right.
New box and Agoak will be gone. They're almost already out of print, to be honest. MUL 2.0 is looking to be alive this summer. Everybody laugh. That was supposed to be last summer.
It was supposed to be like 4 years ago, but let's be honest.
Okay,
so the Eris thing is something. The Eris thing is one of the things Raph said, but she told me to poke you. So
okay.
Hey, let's do the stream. Let's get on with the news.
Okay. Oh yeah, so the Caballeros did work for Uncle Chandy, so they did work for Caritas in a way for a while.
For about I think about 12 years.
So the MUL 2.0 was supposed to be 4 years ago. Then last year, when I pushed Mr. Perrion about it, he said summer of that year, and now it's summer of this year. So probably by 2039, we should.
Did
have
they actually ever get the password to actually access the server?
I'll be right back, guys.
Question. Now let's get to the meat of the new edition. This is literally what it is. It is a new edition. We'll keep repeating it. Okay, there's things that are perfectly. I mean, a lot of this was from the playtest documents. There's things that that wasn't in the playtest document because they wanted to change from the get-go. Super Rivian tripods are now in base rules. Okay, fine. Formal generic deployment rules are defined because match play. Ammo bin loads new rule allows any or all ammunition bins to start at half load.
Oh,
that's
what?
Weird, but understandable. If you want to start with a half load of machine gun to not explode as much.
Said?
I don't know.
A lot of these things were actually supposed to be in other boxes, and they've now pulled them and put them into the new core book.
Ah, well, that's.
Okay.
So, yeah. Initiative dice optional rule added. Unequal number rule switch to using front-loaded initiative.
No, that's an either. No, that's an either or thing.
Yeah. There's a lot of those rules here that are either or things. Let's be quite honest. I'm okay with initiative die. I mean, people were already playing that, but now
What's an initiative die?
Oh, it's basically you add the if you lose initiative, you get a +1 to your next roll for an initiative, and a +2 and a +3 at max.
Banking the initiative. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm tracking.
So that's a good and bad thing. That's not bad. I'm okay with it, but it could have not been there, and I wouldn't have cared. Like
Look,
a lot of changes between like 3rd edition and 4th edition Warhammer 40K, as an example.
I should have used the initiative die rule last Sunday. My new guy, bless his heart, he is so motivated. He is so ready to come back out and play. That man could not roll above a 5 for initiative to save his life. At the expense of me getting all my head hits out of the way on initiative. I changed dice multiple times and still couldn't roll below a fucking 10, and he couldn't roll above a 5. It was sad.
You just had a better commander than he did.
Well, I was the teacher. So
Yeah,
I guess
there
it
you
makes sense, but I would like my student to win initiative every now and then and feel like they're doing something.
That's just bad luck here.
Exactly.
Depth 2 water cost running change. Okay, sure. Okay, walking into water X no longer forces a PSR. Basically, water is no longer debt lava. It's water. It's not as bad. Okay. You can run in water, but requires a PSR. Backward level change as standard rules. I think everybody did that as standard rules anyways. Even though it was an optional thing, everybody did that. There'll be a clear prohibited terrain section. Okay, sure, fine. Immobile has been clearly defined now. It's things that have 0 MP and not things that are not moving. That's because it was confusing to some people. It's okay.
I get it.
Immobile mechs can no longer reassign movement selections. That is very good because how many games have we had a bunch of tanks on the table that have 0 movement and just use them as initiative sinks? That is not bad. Okay, that is a perfectly okay change.
Oh, you blew the leg off of my locust. He elects to lay there. Your turn.
Yeah. Mechs can move through X's containing immobile enemy mechs. That's new. And that's changing the game a bit. If something's immobile, you can move through its X, even if it's an enemy. That's going to change the game a lot if you're like me and you run a whole bunch of tanks and other tanks and things that the players are meant to blow up.
That is
gonna drive by your immobile mech. Gonna drive by your.
Okay, we
drive by your
armor.
Sorry.
What's up?
Is there's an SPA? What is it? Stand aside. That's supposed to work around that. So that kind of interferes.
Well, it's an SPA, so it's not something that's baked in as much. So I'm partial to it. Maybe they'll change the SPA.
Because it's kind of SPAs are supposed to be, here's something you're not normally supposed to be able to do.
Crab, you had something to say as well? Or was it the same?
I was just going to say that's inviting someone to shack if you even try.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
And,
I'm going to do a drive-by with my Saracen and blow your head off with my autocannon 20 while you're laying there.
Mechs with legs destroy now have walk 1, run 2 instead of run 1. This is a huge change. This is massive as a change, by the way. It gives you a whole lot more mobility on a mech with destroyed legs. Because legs destroyed now is like in MechWarrior 5 and in MechWarrior Online. It's no longer your leg is out. It's just not working anymore. So
no, we're not gonna be playing with that. You get your leg blown off, you're laying there on the ground. You can still shoot and do stuff, but nah, you get your leg blown off, you're fucked.
Otherwise, there's super heavies that just don't care. My movement was only 2-3 anyways, so what have you really done?
Eliminated rule limiting PSR for standing attempt or on a destroyed leg to 1. Okay.
I hate that.
Okay, there you go. Some people don't like it. Roads reduce level change cost by 1. Okay, that's normal.
What?
Basically,
that
if you're
would be
walking
new.
up a road and there's an elevation change, you don't pay for the elevation change because you're walking up a road. That's all. I
Okay.
always played it anyways.
I'm fine with
This is
that,
fine.
just because I know people are going to forget that exists.
Mm.
Now here comes rewording something to turn it into Warhammer.
This is Warhammerification. Weapon attack phase is now ranged attack phase. Weapons are now termed ranged attacks.
Might as
It's
well just
because
call it
things
your
have to-
shooting phase.
It has to
Your
be
sec-
clear because some people eat glue sticks.
Probably
man,
because it
I'm
might be
being mean.
trademarked.
No, it's literally like I'm being really mean here, but yes, some people eat glue sticks, so you have to be clear on these things.
Hey, I enjoy a good glue stick with my fucking crayons. You understand? Semper
Hey,
Fidelis.
Marine. Marine, drop and give me 20.
I wish I
Green
could.
or a different color?
Purple.
Purple.
I'm on a purple kick. I'm on a violet kick tonight. I'm on a violet
Okay.
and purple kick tonight.
Ah, grape.
Magenta.
Ooh. Light purple. Thirst with wrist and arm flip can be declared at either the range attack or physical attack phase. So yes, you will be able to flip your arms to hit someone with your hatchet in the back with your quick draw you keep wanting to make crab. So you'll be happy. You'll be able to ask people question in the back.
Cool. Does this stack with that supposed new SPA called Backstabber or whatever?
Oh, no.
Because I want to be an extra bit of a goober.
At least it's not like mechs need crutches with a destroyed leg, which is technically the leg becomes the crutches. I mean, you grab your own leg and you use it to walk around. That's all you do. Never mind.
I
Didn't
thought
that guy
you
do
just
that
grabbed
in
your own
Saving
leg
Private-
and just beat the other mech down with it.
Didn't that guy do that in Saving Private Ryan? Or no, he picked up his own arm.
Ugh. Ugh. Building levels printed on maps mandated to always be the sum of building level and the underlying level. Once again, because people eat glue sticks, that you have to make it clear.
So
Line of
they
sight
forgot
always
that-
ignores partial X's. Okay. Water no longer blocks line of sight, but attacks are
Whoa,
forbidden
whoa,
to be
whoa, whoa,
declared
whoa,
across
whoa, whoa,
water
whoa.
line.
Line of sight ignores partial hexes?
That's what it says. It's not a new edition, guys. The rules aren't changing that much. Formal definitions of
Huge.
action given. I like my crayons red personally because they're spicy.
this-
Ophelia,
go back-
what color crayon do you
go
like?
Go back to that water one. What was that again?
Water no longer blocks line of sight, but attacks are forbidden to be declared across the water line. So you can't shoot from depth 2 to above water line.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
My
but that was
Aqua
always a
Gladius
thing.
Swarm can still be a little goober. All right, fine.
Yeah, it was-
Formal
But you were-
definitions of actions gained.
yes, because people
Given.
eat glue sticks.
But you
New-
were never able to shoot from depth to water to level. You couldn't
They
do
should
that
be
anyway.
able to,
I-
but
I couldn't shoot, neither could they. So
I'm back.
I could just go 6 hexes underwater, being a little bastard about it, and then just pop up next to them.
you should. Never mind. A new spotter rules section added defining timing and permissions. Once again, TMM remains active for the phase, even if the target becomes immobile in that phase. Okay, that's yeah. Large target modifier added. We don't know what the large target modifier is. We do not know what it means. We don't know
That
anything.
makes it
It's
easier
not a new
for
edition,
you to hit
guys.
super heavy. That makes it easy. No, super heavy mechs had that because they were so big.
Yeah.
They were
But, I
always
mean,
at like
this
a,
would also-
a -1 to hit.
But
I
that
think.
does that also include dropships, large,
Ooh.
small crafts? Does that
Yes.
include building? Does that
Yes,
include?
it did, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, because
So-
a grounded dropship is a gigantic immobile target. They were always
Yeah,
a
it-
-4, I
Yeah,
believe.
that got
Yeah,
a
it was a
minus
-4, but that's because it's immobile. It's not because it had any weird special rules. We will have to see when the book comes out because we released a
We're
thing
just
like this.
changing
but we
word.
don't-
We're just changing words around.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing.
Multiple
just playing
target
Reddit
modifier
semantics.
now
Thank you,
applies a
Rusty.
+1 per target past the first. The +2
What?
modifier specifically for rear attacks have been removed. This is not super common that it's going to be used. It's actually a big modifier though, but there it is. Partial covers a whole bunch of different things. Height advantage no longer negates partial cover. This I am opposed to, because if I'm above you shooting down, I hit your entire body. If you're down and shooting up, never mind.
I agree
Yeah,
I agree.
That's actually big. Yeah, I don't like that.
That's stupid. Stupid. You should technically get a bonus shooting from up to down.
Yes.
They have that in Heavy Gear, actually. If you're shooting from a higher location, you get a bonus to hit. Because it is easier to shoot someone from high up than from behind, from under.
Well, also it would
Yeah.
come into depending on terrain, because if you're right, 1 hex away, and the one mech is 1 hex down, you should only be hitting the top torso anyway.
I know. It's life. It's life. Aim shot, the desired decision, some changes to add. Clearing woods rule removed.
What?
This makes chainsaws and saws awful. Come on. We all like.
Don't work anymore?
What?
I have no idea why they put that in and what, because it's too complicated, I guess. Argyle
Word
saying
count.
his favorite crayons are orange. That's for Argyle. He's an orange guy.
Okay. No, I bet they got rid of clearing woods for the word count because not a lot of people were bringing crosscut logger mechs.
Well, I mean, you can clear woods with weapons as well. You can just blow up the woods. It is not a thing people do
you can set them
often,
on
but you can
fire.
do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
No, you can blow them up with enough damage.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of damage.
I'd rather put that damage on the target, man. Let's go.
Me too. Punch it location table reverse. It's not a new edition guide. They haven't changed things that much. Physical attack timing change, not a big. That's all attacks are simultaneous. That's always all everybody played anyways. Physical attack roll terminology added to better differentiate a PSR from an attack roll using the piloting skill, because people eat glue sticks.
Mm.
Well, that's also you also got rules lawyers to deal with too. The guys will go, actually.
Yes.
I had to deal with one of those the other day. Yeah.
There you go. I might even know what you're talking about. Charge attack.
They were
There's a few
trying
different changes.
They were trying to write these rules, and they were doing it like the Democratic Communist Party of America. Every 5 seconds, when someone was trying to propose a rule, someone would come up, point of privilege, fat body. I have a fat body, and I'm not comfortable with this language. Okay, we'll change it. Point of privilege.
I have no idea how Zodal went through that. He's the one who really did. I know Zodal actually plays the game at least, so there's an advantage there.
Not very well, clearly.
Club attacks cause a PSR. Clubs have gotten a lot better. So clubbing is now more of an option, which is always fun because everybody loves seal clubbing.
More melee good.
The only thing that got debuffed is the kicks. TN modifier goes from -2 to -1, so kicks are not as accurate as they used to be. While punches are more accurate than they used to be.
Yay! Karma has
Personally,
balance.
I would just merge all those physical attacks into one thing, but that's just me.
That would be truly a new addition.
That's the next. That's in 3 years from now.
That's when they put in the physical phase of Warhammer. And charge damage and all that other stuff.
Kicking needs more PSR than punches. I mean, that's the thing. If you miss a kick, you have to roll a PSR. But if you hit a kick, the other guy has to roll a PSR. Kicks are just better, period, than punches. That's why I want to say, like, merge those together and make a mech physical attack and simplify thing and make things less weird. Okay, damage. they're changing damage grouping. Well, it's mostly wording for a lot of those things. All breach rolls switch to low roll instead of roll I. Okay. Okay. Leg damage can only cause 1 PSR for any given instance. So if you get shot, your IP, lower leg and foot get blown off, you get 1 PSR this turn rather than 3. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's just reducing the number of rolls you make. That's okay.
You just still have to roll probably the one that sucks the most.
Oh yeah, you roll the one that sucks the most. So you're gonna still roll the PSR at +2, 3, 4, a PSR at +4. You're gonna fall.
Ouch.
There you go. Leg damage cannot reduce a mech below walk 1, run 2, or increase the mech's speed. This I've never seen happen, but you know,
probably future proofing. I'll give them a bit of doubt. That's future proofing for whatever reason.
Leg destruction, IP damage, and gyro damage all only inflict the PSR for running if the mech moves at least 1x.
Oh, wait. Increase the mech speed? Oh, that's for mechs that have TSM, Supercharger, and Mask.
Well, no, but leg damage should not reduce. I mean, if you're taking leg damage and your speed increases, there's something weird going on. That's what I mean here.
Okay.
So leg damage, IP damage, gyro. If you move more than 1x is when you do a PSR. Okay, that's fine. Floating crits are standard, yet still optional rule. Everybody plays with floating crits anyways. So
Arvin makes a good point. Makes the mech more stable with a reduced amount of PSRs needed when shot in the leg or punched or kicked. So reduced PSRs, it makes mechs more stable overall.
Yeah, someone that wrote the Xodal probably doesn't like falling down. That's what a lot of those rules are all about. So that's probably part of it.
Yeah, didn't we go over that when they were looking at the playtest thing, where it was just like, and they were changing all of the rules for when a mech takes a PSR or gets hit. And you're like, this guy really hates it when his light mech falls over.
Ammunition only deals 1 mech warrior it instead of 2. Okay. There's the ammunition damage change that we know, that we already talked about to some extent. Component explosion have fixed damage now, so it's 2 times the number of slot. So improved heavy medium laser that has 2 slots, it's going to be 4 damage. A Gauss rifle that's 8 slot is 16. That's okay. That standardizes things a little bit. I'm not finding this too...
So it's 2 damage per slot of an explosive component.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
that's easy enough. I don't need a complicated formula.
Way more.
Yeah.
So what's up, Crab?
Yeah, Hollander just became way more survivable.
Yeah.
Hollander and a couple other mechs just became way more survivable.
It can't do anything, but it survived.
So ammunition damage, 20 point damage cap for ammo explosion, with the case reducing it to 10 and the case 2 reducing it to 1, if I remember right. So
move this man.
This is the biggest change.
I'm right.
Battletech is fun because mechs explode. With this, mechs explode less.
You just got to work harder for it.
If the people in
it's capped at 20.
Orbit can't see the locust explodes from way up there, how do they supposed to know where to drop your supplies later?
No, the MG ammo explosion now only deals 20 damage, Arvin. I'm sorry to tell you.
They nerfed my Brunel drone bomb.
That's still that's still gonna nuke a locust.
Well, yes.
20 damage will still hurt a locust, yes.
There's some changes for arm actuator modifiers, not a huge deal. Gyro goes from a +3 to a +2 to your PSR because Xodal doesn't like to fall down. Leg actuator foot no longer inflicts a PSR when it only applies a PSR modifier. That I'm not sure. If you lose your foot, you should probably have a PSR modifier. No.
Hey, just become a peg leg. Just become a peg leg.
Leg actuator IP. A hip it now causes a +1 PSR modifier, not a +2. And
I'm sorry,
it no longer halves your MP, it reduces your speed by 1, like other leg actuators.
I don't know if anybody's ever had a hip issue. Trust me, you're not moving fast.
Yeah, no, I have sciatica, so it's similar.
Yeah, you're. I mean, +2. Yeah, that should be what it should be.
And does it reduce your movement speed in half, Fubo?
I would say probably you should be doing like a quarter.
But one thing that they did, life support has a higher chance of creating a mech warrior due to I eat. Uir has had life support issues on a mech.
Never, because if you're gonna penetrate my head, you've most likely blown my head off.
Yeah. I think I've encountered it once or twice in the old campaign I was in.
It is a really rare situation.
Or if you hit the life support, you were already in some situation where you die anyway.
Well, now, hang on a second. Isn't life support in the left torso and right torso when you have a torso-mounted cockpit? Okay, that's probably why they're adding this in.
It's so rare that you get it
to help the center torso cockpit.
No, it doesn't help them. It makes it worse.
And not to mention your normal head has two. If your head gets penetrated and not blown off, you got a 1 in 3 chance of getting hit in life support because there's 2 slots.
Yeah, each standard amp no longer creates 1 eat.
Okay.
Criteria for determining which ammo slot explode due to East-induced explosion simplified. Okay. A mech that shuts down no longer requires an immediate +3 PSR. So if you shut down, you no longer fall on your ass because Zodal doesn't like.
No, you're gonna fall down.
Zodal doesn't like falling.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Zodal. We're going to continue rolling to see if you remain standing when you shut down. Also, how do you determine what ammo bin explodes when you suffer an ammo explosion on the heat scale?
I would figure all of them would cook off at the same thing.
That's what I thought.
But now it's more important because everything is
and then go out. Arms and legs not exploding, but like anything in the torso, that especially if it has an XL or big, special tech engine.
The PSR modifier for standing is reduced from a 0 to a -1, so it's easier to stand up. Zodal doesn't like falling. PSR modifier for making a successful DFA is reduced from a +4 to a +2. That makes DFA better. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Highlander.
No.
Get buried.
No, it needs to still be a +4 because you're still No, it needs to be a +4.
I actually agree with Yankee on this because
Zodal doesn't like falling down.
Add also,
and if Zodal doesn't like
that, remember a hex is 90 meters across.
30
meters. Trying to get 90 feet. Try hitting something in 90 feet when you're up in the air and you don't really have anything looking down to guide you.
Well, the target is ostensibly moving as well, because we are moving. So it needs to still be a +4. Zodal clearly likes Jade Falcon, Talon, Jump Jet, Improved Jump Jet, partial wing mechs, while also not falling down.
Facing after a fall table is deleted.
No.
Damage from a fall is applied to the rear on a roll of 1 instead of 4. That's because rolling low is bad, rolling high is good. I kind of understand that bit at least.
Yeah.
Okay, I can kind of get with that one then. As long as we're not always falling on our face. We just drop a D6 and on a roll of 1 we fall on our ass. Is that what it is?
Well, it's when you fall, you fall in the facing you're at, and you fall on your back on a 1 instead of a 4. Never mind. This is just wording stuff mostly. At least the falling on the side thing is just different, while the facing after a fall being deleted is just silly.
I mean, you're just getting back up facing the direction you're already facing.
The big one from that list: dumping ammunition rules remove.
Why?
Oh hell no!
I have to ask is.
Oh hell no!
That's the one. It's like I can't understand why.
It's too complicated. It makes the other guy have a chance to get a crit if you're shooting in someone's back, when they're dumping ammo. There's a lot of wording to
Like the
dumping
entire point is
ammunition.
your
I'm sorry.
autocannon got hit.
I
you
brought-
dumped the ammo for
I'm
it.
sorry. I brought a Viper Dragonfly Charlie to be exclusively an elemental hauler and support them. And even though, yes, it does have like 3 or 4 machine guns on it, there's no reason it needs 3 tons of machine gun ammo. I'm dumping 2 tons of machine gun ammo
But
at
at the start of the game, you can have
You know
half
what? Hey.
tons of ammo instead of full tons.
You know what? Hey, don't even worry about it. I'll just cross off 2 tons of machine gun ammo at the start of the game.
But
Fuck
it's
you,
an
Zonal.
Omnimax. Swap them out.
A failed DFA killed my Victor
That's too
as it fell on
complicated
its
for
back
me.
and got a true armor critical, and it hit the fresh AC-20 bin and blew up. See, that's Battletech. Now that happens, you take 20 damage.
And the Victor
now-
gets up.
And then you can probably get up with a Victor just taking 20 damage.
But then you don't have your main weapons gone.
Okay, you're a Victor, so you've got two medium lasers and an SRM4, but you know.
You're trash.
Okay.
And you also have the Victor kick, the Victor tonnage punch, and the Victor
Well,
DFA.
that he already failed
So you're
once,
still in the fight.
so he might not try it again.
Oh, yeah. Let's not do that.
Fire and smoke added urban and battle. They've clarified fog, foliage, ice, mud, sand, snow, swamp, unstable. That's not bad. Just at least clarifying these things.
What is this urban
Oh,
one?
we'll get to it. We'll get to it. We get to it.
Oh,
Fire and smoke added to
Yay.
core. Active probe negates smoke and line of sight effects within probe range. That was an optional rule before.
Good.
Now it's standard. Gravity, low visibility, night, snowfall, wind condition added to core. Fine. Underwater rules change a little bit.
but no one's going to
Yeah, that
use them
shouldn't be in
anyway.
core. That's great in a separate book.
Whether it's in real life or on Megamech, have any of you guys ever played in deep water, vacuum of space, high gravity,
I played
low
high
gravity,
gravity and low
sandstorm,
gravity.
like all
The
that
other
shit?
high gravity, low gravity, and snowfall, night. Yes, those I've played.
Vacuum sucks.
Okay.
Vacuums is terrible to play in. Underwater is even worse though. Okay. What it says by Urban Combat is this one here. Skidding has been removed.
Bullshit. I hate that. I hate it. Put it back.
I don't know how to skid, but it can go back.
It's not a new addition, guys. It's just a bit of rule adjustment. Skidding has been removed. Skidding is hilarious. Skidding leads to your SRM carrier skidding and falling down, hitting a building, falling down 3 stories.
And blowing
Skidding
up.
is hilarious. That's why it's in the game.
Skidding is when your VTOL ends up leaving the map.
Well, that
Now-
might still be there, but remember one thing about VTOLs and all that stuff. This is now Battlefield support cards. Those don't have skidding rules or weird rules like that. They're Battlefield support. They behave as Battlefield support.
Boo.
At this point, we don't even know if you're going to have Battlefield support and Classic Combined
Classic
Arms
Combined Arm is gone.
anymore.
I'm not
Yep.
even considering that they're putting that in there. It's going to be Battlefield support rules.
I'm not going to say it's gone until I know for certain that it's either gone or it'll be in revised. I'm not saying for certain right now. I don't want to spread misinformation. I've been fighting it all day.
Mission changes, those we won't get into it too much. It's not super weird. Battle value integrated in core gameplay rules. Okay. There's
What?
it's because battle value is just a thing that was invented to add to Battletech. It was never in the base game.
Points match.
It used to be tonnage. You used to bring 100 ton. I bring 100 ton.
Hey man,
You bring
you
a dire
should
wolf. I
plan-
bring
plan
2
the
centurion. I have to win with my 2 centurion against your dire wolf. Let's have fun. Yeah.
I think Seabills is honestly a good way to go for that too.
No, Seabill.
No.
plan still
Easy.
crush it.
Well, no, because
You have 2 billion C-bills to build your list with.
you
Have
can take
fun.
one mech from TRO Risk.
There you go.
I think the Excalibur, what was it, like 200 million Fox bills or something? It was something retarded.
Okay. Activated standard terminology added. Weapons and equipment. That's what we had looked at quite a bit in the past. There's a few weird things there, or a few odd things here and there.
The following mech gear that appeared in either Totalware Battletech manual is not included.
Yeah, there's a few things that don't exist in that book. Flail, because it's a terrible weapon to begin with. Flechette ammo, which is stupid because it's really
and we
good.
all agreed. Well, we all agreed that the flail could go bye-bye.
It's trash, so it can go. Flechette ammo is something that should be there. It's your autocannon anti-infantry thing. Frag ammo, same thing, but for SRM. All industrial weapons are not in the core book.
Okay, that makes sense.
Full head ejection system. I mean, there's no real. I mean, it exists because the Wolfhound exists.
Well, I was going to say the campaign
and the Hatchet Man.
Yeah, that's
there's a few mechs. Yeah, mechanical jump boosters and UMUs.
Give me back my boing boings. No, I need a No,
there's battle
number one.
Mechanical jump
number one
too. So.
Okay, number one, I agree with the full head technically being removed because, okay, you blew up my mech. I ejected. Whoop-de-fucking do. What is that going to do?
Well,
mechanical jump boosters, are they dumb? Yes. Are they silly? Yes. Because I want my mech to be going boing, boing, boing with giant mechanical clown shoes across the
field.
Right,
but it doesn't really matter. It's, I mean, just put jump jets on.
Full head ejection system was basically to prevent you from dying when you ejected in a void.
Okay.
And then UMUs, like, what are we going to do about all the OU Intersphere Omnis and all the U?
I mean, they're in there will be in the
UMUs.
Additional books and just not in the core book. That's what that means here. So I'm not
not new edition.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're one of my new players and you're listening to this, I am going to build a 4x4 water world. We will be starting out at depth 5. UMUs are standard play for us on Water World.
But did Kevin Costner be on it? That's the important question.
I'm working out a deal with the studio for a Kevin Costner appearance.
But it'll be a 7-hour movie once he does. Activated standard terminology added. Escalating failure rules for the mask has been modified. That's no big deal.
We like that.
It's just they standardized thing for that. It's not too bad here.
They're putting mask, blue shield, and supercharger on the same table instead of their own separate tables.
Arrow 4, you can now shoot direct with less issues. Fine.
There's more.
Autocannons no longer break. Racks are easier to unjam. Ultra autocannons don't jam. All of that is good.
Yes.
I'm all good with those.
And we're keeping caseless ammo for the racks too. I saw that in there earlier.
Flamers always generate heat when you hit a target. Okay,
those are rules we always used anyways.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think anybody didn't use that. Gauss and improved heavy Gauss no longer cause a piloting skill roll.
You hear that, Slick Willie? Your Fafnir is redeemed.
This is. I mean, the thing is, I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm gonna be nice here for once.
It never made sense.
It made those weapons too risky to use.
It was a game balancing. It was a way to balance out these mass damage causing guns that already take up so much of your mech's
before
mass.
Battle value was value was introduced.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, so then like what happens when I shoot this thing? Oh, now you got to roll to see if you fall down. Why? It's an electromagnetically propelled shell. There's no recoil. They're truly the most recoilless of recoilless rifles that you can get without being a recoilless rifle.
It's going to be recoil, but it's just that there's a difference between a 40-ton or something like a Hollander trying to fire this heavy Gauss rifle after running up to you and like it's still only got one leg on the ground, and the Marauder trying to do that.
In the end, like you're shooting a 45 centimeter ball of steel. accelerated through magnetic acceleration, it's not going to be enough to knock a 100-ton mech or even a 20-ton mech on its ass by shooting it. Getting hit by it, maybe.
You would feel it would be like, I don't know, if you're hauling a trailer behind your pickup truck and and the lawnmower falls off. You're gonna feel the lawnmower falling off.
You may remember
that's what it's gonna be like shooting the gals.
Babylon 5 Crusade, the main ship. If it fired its main weapon, it was dead in the water for 5 minutes. That's the only way that those things made sense.
If only the mechs had some kind of internal component that let them change their internal inertia.
Yeah.
Incredible. Maybe they should invent it. And when you're in it, you should get a +3 to your piloting skill roll instead of a +2 total.
Like when you fired a Gauss rifle, the power surge from it using the magnets caused an imbalance. Something like that. If they explain it like that, I think it would be acceptable.
And never mind, it no longer exists.
The only thing I can think of that would fall under such conditions would be like some sort of spinning ball in the heart of the mech that allows it to stay upright based on the pilot's inner ear. Almost like a gyroscope or something. A Beyblade! Beyblades!
Bombast laser complete.
A dreidel!
Bombast lasers are completely rewritten. ATM cluster size has changed. No big deal. The extended LRM are better.
I bet you
than they were. They no longer, suck in their minimum range.
What do you mean they had a penalty on the cluster hit table?
I loved extended
LRMs. Completely useless?
What do you mean?
Flails?
No longer has cluster hit table for the minimum range. Okay. But
basically, if you were shooting your extended range LRM within the minimum range, which is I think 10 X's, you rolled AF. You shot a 20, you roll on the 10 table instead.
Okay, is this mech being involved in this game? Okay, well, its LRMs are useless.
And now they can use Artemis. They couldn't before.
Quick thing, I bet you Gothic was a way to mass playtest doing blazers and bombast lasers. What was it that they had in Gothic?
Blazers.
Okay,
and they have a thing that deals more damage
the blazers
against Abomination. They didn't test anything in Gothic.
Oh, okay. So they were just using They were just making us use blazers and said blazers are really good at killing abominations. Got it.
MRM target penalty removed, cluster penalty added.
Nice.
We always said it was good.
High twin MRM. Wait, cluster penalty?
Yeah, it's a -1 to. Basically, it's you no longer have a target penalty and you have a -1 to your clusters, like if you had Apollo.
Yeah. Okay, I'm fine with this. High twin MRM40 Archangel. High brand new Akuma that you just put in the Kurita command
those
box.
are going to be fun for Dad. Thunderbolt no longer
MRMs are actually
the minimum
usable.
range, and you can have special ammunition including Narc, semi-guided, and Thunder on a Thunderbolt missile. Semi-guided Thunderbolts will be not a new edition. Will not be a new edition.
God.
This is game
I don't know what the
changing.
Narc's going to do. Oh no, the Narc means that it can shoot indirect and not have a penalty if the guy's narc.
Thunderbolt. Jeez.
I can see Master
okay, so
play
if Narc
that.
lets you Okay, so if Narc Thunderbolts can now indirect with no indirect fire penalty as long as the target is narked, then what are the semi-guided Thunderbolts
It ignores isn't semi-guided
ignores the guy movement bonuses.
It ignores your movement modifier.
Give the guy's tab.
Cannot escape.
Ouch.
You know that Thunderhawk with 3 Thunderbolt 20s?
Yes.
With semi-guided missiles, missiles, and a bunch of guys with tags.
You've been.
Things are going to be deleted.
Thunderstruck.
I thought he hated. I thought Zodal hated having his late mechs just annihilated and fall over, but that's going to do it anyways through damage PSR.
Actually, that particular Thunderhawk has deep enough ammo bins. It can carry all the special missiles
all the time.
It does have when I looked at that thing, I said, wow, they should have built this with a clan chassis and got built-in case.
Missile also gives
that's a lot of ammo.
Also gives you a -1 to it on the guy that is narked now. So your Thunderbolts with specialty ammos will be disgusting. It's not a new edition, guy. It's not. Never mind.
I didn't think we were getting Himmler strikes.
But they did. But they
okay.
did say. But they did say back when we went over the playtest rule big document, they did say that they wanted to buff Narc.
Oh yeah,
Narc was
trash.
Was just a shittier version.
I'm
of
perfectly
semi-guided.
okay with the Narc buffs, but it's just once again, it's a big enough change that it's a big enough change. An attack roll, a PPC capacitor, an attack roll of 2 with a capacitor charged PPC no longer burns out the system. So you don't blow up your PPC caps anymore.
Okay.
Can we still get a prototype version that does that?
More than likely. It'll be I like things blowing up.
Yes.
So wait, if you get hit, if you get a critical hit to your PPC's capacitor,
it's when you roll it. Used to be when your gun was charged.
It's a critical failure.
And you rolled 2, it blew up. It no longer blows up.
So it's less like Warhammer now because it's not the plasma gun rules.
No longer plasma gun rules. Well, it goes in line with the ultra autocannon changes. So basically, you already paid a BV, you paid the weight and everything to put the capacitor in. You should be able to use it.
It's just, and the heavy Gauss change too. It's like, look, you're already spending half your mech on this damn Gauss rifle in weight and size. So yeah, I'm actually okay with this.
Ammos will be technically it's the bigger your autocannon, the better the chance of armor piercing will be. And you get your bins of them 0.8 rather than 0.5. Precision ammo is 0.6 instead of 0.5. It's mostly because the AC-20 you'll get 3 shots rather than 5 shots with 1 ton. While right now it's 2.5 tons. It kind of messed things up. That's okay. I'm fine with it. Changes to acid missiles that nobody really used. Special munition, semi-guided rework to reduce the number of modifier they ignore. Oh, boo, they made semi-guided worse, which is probably a good thing because those things were banned in a lot of tournaments as well. So.
Yeah, there was a reason for because I believe what it is you not only ignore the TMM, but you basically get to indirect fire for free while ignoring TMM.
It was very good. It was
what that was.
Very good. Claws it more.
I mean, if you're playing FedCom Civil War and onward, there's no reason to not take semi-guided if you're Inner Sphere. Oh, I'm sorry.
Merrick.
Let's go.
They were about the only ones who were supposed to have it as well. Never mind. Physical weapon claws it more with at 0 rather than a +1. Lance, it's at a +0 instead of a +1.
Yay.
Mace no longer requires a piloting skill roll if you miss.
Whoa, I can be Gundam Barbados on the game of Arma Combat now. Yay, I get to be Mikazuki.
Retractable blades suck less. That's the main thing. Rules for shield completely changed. Spikes Spikes are more likely to break. I'd have to check the percentage. 10 plus rather than 1. 1 is 16%. 10 plus chances to roll 10 plus on 2d6. What's the percentage of?
Come on, you're supposed to be a hardcore war gamer. You're supposed to be able to do this math off the top of your
head. Not
at
9 on an evening. So it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same percentage. It's changing. We say in French, 4 quarters for $1. That's changing 4 quarters for $1. Never mind.
Hey, what was that meme I sent you once where it was like French people explaining to you that this really long math equation is the best way to say 100?
I can't remember.
Or something like that. You know what but you know what I'm talking about.
Defined as 2 being required to gain. This particular sentence makes no sense. Oh no, defined as 2 being required to gain DFA damage bonus. So you have to have both of your talons to get bonus damage when dead from aboving.
So you couldn't do the one-legged DFA.
Well, you can, but you won't get the bonus from the talon.
Right.
Apollo has been reworked. They don't say why, and there's a saturation mode that we don't explain what it is.
So the
a saturation mode for
I have
MRMs.
no idea what this is.
Ooh.
Dude, I bet you if you put Apollo on the MRMs, I bet you can double tap the MRMs and just lay the hate. Fucking Vietnam era Sunni missile spam.
We'll see what it is.
I'm buying this book just for this.
That's the case. Hell yes.
I bet you I'm gonna be like, I'm optimistic about it, but I'm also fully aware that it's probably gonna be like Ralphie in A Christmas Story. He gets the decoder. He's like, I gotta decode the message. I gotta save Orphanate. Drank more Ovaltine. It just made the MRMs do what they always did. This is bullshit.
At mechs that have reactive armor now.
Electronic C3 no longer nullified by ECM as the TN bonus that would be provided instead. This is weird. I mean, the ECM exists to break up C3s. They just never mind.
It still hurts them, but yeah.
Watchdog is better. The various armor changes that we already discussed a long time ago.
Yeah.
All these special armors suck less.
We're immune to,
except for Ferrolaminar, that sucks a bit more because it was good.
Talk about command consoles.
Command consoles no longer give you a bonus to initiative. They give you a mission bonus in missions and stuff.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
It's an initiative bonus when you're playing by a match play mission.
No, it doesn't look like it's going to be initiative. It removes the initiative modifier and ties into mission chapter rules. So it's going to be like, because you have it, you can scan stuff, or you count as 2 units while holding the objective. Very Warhammer like, I don't know. We don't know what it says. So heavy duty gyro takes 4 hits to destroy, and you no longer get a PSR penalty when it's damaged.
Okay,
no, you can run. No, okay, with heavy duty gyro, even if you have it on your gyro, you can run with no penalty.
Hey,
okay, it's actually worth something now.
Yeah, it's actually okay now.
Huge.
We joke about CGL not being able to start a product or release a product on time. Games Workshop struggles to actually get their announcements going at the right time.
They have so many things they announce. They have to make sure. Mask is much better than it was. So if you fail, you get a crit hit check in the leg rather than 2 automatic crit in the leg. This is a big change. Makes mask
with all of the reduced penalties for your legs being blown out.
My stealth loves.
That's gonna be
worse. Fire moths, those fire moth H's are already a terror at tournaments. This is gonna make them worse.
Yeah, I know. But it's not bad on most mechs. I think it's mostly because they needed to rebalance the mask versus the supercharger, because the supercharger was just better in every situation. Now the mask has less chances of fucking you over if you fail your rolls.
Then hit your foot. And then you have a mask failure that has no penalty to you.
Oh,
who knows?
Steel Legion.
Oh, they are? Okay.
They are coming.
Okay, so they did a PR disaster announcement, and now they're announcing it's Warhammer. It's Warhammer. Let's not. Okay.
Why don't you just use your old models and not buy more ones? And people are like, "Are you stupid?"
We want to buy models,
but I have to buy the new product.
The stockholders were like, "No, bad company,
guys.
Bad company."
The thing is with the Armageddon Legion, those were kits from 2nd edition, so you wouldn't be able to find those nowadays.
How did you pronounce that word?
Armageddon.
Bon. If you're French, it's even funnier.
Hey, be nice to the French. If it wasn't for them, you'd be speaking English.
Well, I'm Cajun. What does that mean? That's a good point.
Critical hits check made to a location protected by case 2 applies a -1 modifier instead of being negated on a separate 8+ roll. I'm not sure what that actually means.
See, go back to it real quick.
This I am not 100% sure I understand. And the reason why I'm saying battlefield support is your standard is because you've got a big old section on battlefield support. And you will notice that in this entire thing, they always say mech when they talk about anything. They never talk about vehicles. So battlefield support is standard. Combined arms is out the door.
Oh, and they always have sound issues.
I'm holding out.
Appendices. Quad mechs no longer apply a +1 TN penalty for rear kick, so buck kicking is better on quad mechs. I'm okay with that.
Nice.
Hell's Horses
Quad
rejoice.
mechs are only affected by it's in the arc their kick is being made of. So basically, if you've taken a right front leg damage, you can still buck kick. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's out there.
Play test it.
Well,
and
I was
see.
thinking
It was
of-
play tested, apparently.
I'm thinking of actually, if you watched a horse, kick, it's going to put all its weight on the front legs.
I
kick
know.
backwards.
I'm not CGL.
Sorry.
Super heavy mechs.
I know
apply
I'm
only
playing
one
logic.
hit per ammo slot. Okay. Super heavy mech. Explosion damage calculation, even if they reduce a lot of things for super 3 set for super heavy mechs where they have really weird rules.
Are they going to release an Ares model then?
I want an Ares model just because they keep putting rules for it. But
which model?
I have one.
There's really a lot of stuff in here.
For wait, which one?
Ares.
Ooh,
I have one.
Or maybe later I'll check my files.
Wait. Didn't they say that there is a plastic Ares inbound at some point when the release
keep
list
saying
got leaked a while back?
Things,
but
they keep changing things.
I mean, this is true.
Tossed out the release list because they put all the mechs in the freaking boxes.
So yeah, everything that they Kickstarted for all those boxes, they've just not done that.
Yeah, that's true too.
That was what Raphelia was trying to say earlier. Was she actually listed out where every one of the mechs in the core box was coming from?
So there's a lot of thing. It's definitely a new edition, even though they're saying it's not a new edition. So life is life. No. So the song says, at least.
Okay, we joke on CGL for being really horrible about their presentations and stuff. Warhammer cannot get mics set up for their live events.
Oof. I have a feeling that this whole thing for Warhammer is really thrown together at the last minute. They saw the PR disaster of just paint your fucking Kriegers yellow.
Yeah,
someone was like, "No, okay, we you that makes models. We need Armageddon troops now.
The stockholders
not in 3 weeks.
Wait,
now.
Is that what we're on about? Because 7 minutes ago, when we were talking about lasers or something, my brother DM'd me and said, "Steel Legion confirmed." So they are going to have Steel Legion now.
Like literally, when I am sure that when they put the message out,
they literally showed off artist renderings for them.
Yeah, literally, they
got those made within the next. They got those made within the past 48 hours. There's a hardcore construction zone on Interstate 20 I was driving through. So to be fair, when you guys were talking about that, I did kind of zone out. My bad. I was focusing on the traffic. I would hate to squish a precious BMW driver. I would hate.
You'd be doing God's work at that point.
You'd be causing improvement to the city.
Someone who likes money told them, "Hey, it's probably a bad idea to tell your customers that they should just proxy models."
Because the main thing with Warhammer and G-Dubs, they stockholders. So someone at the stockholder saw that thing on X, picked up the phone and called Gary G. Dubs and said, "Gary G. Dubs, fire the PR guy and give me Armageddon models tomorrow. I want them on my desk tomorrow. Sir, it's 3 a.m. Well, you've got 21 hours. I want them on my desk tomorrow. See, that's what I guarantee it. That's what happened in that particular situation.
Yes, because they are like CAD drawings that they just
put
up there.
Yeah, it's we've got Armageddon models. They're coming soon.
And that's how it started. They were like, Armageddon coming soon.
Like, we fucked up. Coming soon.
Pretty much.
So
we're sorry.
Here's the difference. CGL would have doubled down.
Yes.
G-Dubs got a call, and a guy within 48 hours had models ready to go. And there'll be upgrade kits for you to put the little Armageddon guys on your tanks that you'll be able to buy separately. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen, because someone picked up a phone and called Gary G-Dubs. Gary G-Dubs is likes his stockholders, and
Gary is scary.
Gary wants his product to go on Amazon and make him even more money. You can't make more money if people are not buying your product and saying you're a bad company.
It's just the gall of like, oh, we're not a rules company, we're a models company. It's like, okay, what are these models? No, we don't make those models. It's like,
oh, I guess you're just gonna have to use bottle caps if you want to play the game.
I'm posting the screen cap into the Warhammer channel on our Discord.
Oh, on our Discord. We've got a lot of people watching, so I'm just gonna throw the Discord invite link in the chart, if I can get it. The usual.
It's just drawings.
Hey, yeah, like I said, it was like CAD drawings.
Oh yeah, I mean, we know for sure that's what happened. It was really a case of please. I would love to be a fly on the wall on that particular call.
They're still having wonderful tech issues too.
This thing was thrown together at the last minute and put together with duct tape and tie wrap while a guy was slaving away doing 3D models. They might have called someone from Wargame Atlantic to help them out. Because those guys work real quick. So
they could have also just done the Disney approach and just taken a pre-made STL someone else made that they DMCA'd. They just DMCA'd it and kept the fucking STLs for themselves.
No, in that case, they would have printed models to show, not just CD, not just CADs.
Well, they didn't have enough time to clean off the support marks.
Did I close the wrong page? No, I didn't. Okay.
I remember this right now.
If you go like Wargame Atlantic, they slowed down their production, but I still get what? Like 8-9 models a month. Like not 9 sets of model a month from them. And some of them are fairly complex, like those new SWAT that they just released.
Ooh.
I mean, those are not simple model. Perfectly usable as proxies for Warhammer.
Oh yeah, those are perfect what you
arbitraries. And those uplights are also really cool.
Could be good custodies.
There's your that's the Pathfinder is gonna start doing 3D models from Mini Factory. So you got a little goblin guy.
Yeah, they still haven't fixed their sound issue.
This is a thing I really like. Okay, the gun is not in the kit. That's not included in the kit.
No, but I like that.
This little kit here of modular boxes, that's great for like any 28mm game.
My girlfriend
anything.
My girlfriend plays Infinity. She might want that.
Yeah, there's a few. Those are decent. Those Rangers are
Did they
pretty. Those
stop the
Rangers
stream?
are pretty average. That's an average model from their line. It's not great.
Nice.
Doing
Doingong.
Shinsengumi.
I think they just restarted.
It's
I was a
okay.
couple minutes back, so
I see our dongs.
Those objective markers work for just about everything as well. I mean,
Ooh.
Warhammer Game Atlantic, like I said, they give me like 9 models in different ranges every month. Like siege equipment for medieval wars. That's great. That's usable in a lot of things. Those dwarves are average. They're not great, but they're good enough for dwarves.
They're pretty solid.
I've seen a lot worse. And there's the owl bear. The owl bear is really cool, actually. It really is an owl bear, but there's no way I'm printing this on my PLA printer. That's not going to come out properly on a PLA printer at all. On a resin printer, it'll come out nice, but on a PLA printer, no way.
have a good one, Avrin.
Avrin, have a very good evening. I mean, we're going to end this pretty soon here. Just going through my STLs real quick just to show. Those I want to print at some point. They're multi-part models, so I have to, assemble them.
Or something else.
They're made for anything. Sci-fi proxy is what they call them.
What I was saying is again, she plays Infinity, and she wants me to get into it too. So for Ariadna, that would actually be a really good mech for them. So
okay,
this one here is Armored Core, but I could see that as a battle mech as well.
Okay, they finally got it started.
Periphery battle mech there.
No. That's
look at it again. No, that's
no. You
lots of
haven't seen
exposed
all the
stuff.
you haven't seen all the customization versions you can have.
New tanks and vehicles. Oh,
nice.
Oh, the Scavenger Trident. That one I laughed when I saw. It's the Scavenger Trident. Yeah.
Well then.
New Orc bikers.
Ooh.
Every month I get a bunch of STL because I'm subscribed to the thing. There's a lot that I will never use, like that Scavenger Trident or this thing here. This thing here, I'll never be able to print on a PLA printer, and it'll never come out right, so I'm not printing it. But if someone needs it, I can direct it. But
my DM might like that.
This one here I want to print just because it looks cool.
Yeah, that looks cool.
It's a big Hydra monster thingy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
A Print Obsession, they make great stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, every month you get stuff from different people, so it's fun to learn about different printers and learn about things.
Mm-hmm. I got a mini swing past you somewhere.
Oh.
There's
a not Doomslayer.
Femslayer.
All right. So thank you everybody for watching. I'm very happy I was able to look at that new edition rules with you guys and talk about the new boxes and stuff. Tomorrow we've got a video coming out on the Raptor. That was a long time coming. I was wanting to do that last summer, but I never could get the models for it. I didn't get them, so I improvised. And next week I've got to finish up the stealths. That's going to be a bit of another difficult one. And I have Rokubis, I've got Shiros, I've got Adamoto cheese. The Adamoto cheese presentation is more or less written up. I've got to do some more work on it. So I've got an idea of what I'm going to do for a little while here. And end of April, probably the Warhammer video. But
I gotta get mine painted up. I gotta get mine painted up.
So I will see everybody later. Thank you very much for watching, and